I found out that I drive a truck, so during the week, it seems like all I do is eat, and I try to eat healthy. And I found out on the weekends when I have my time off that I have a bunch of stuff I want to get done, and I don't have a whole lot of time to do it. I just have the weekend, so I jam pack my schedule to do as much stuff as I can on the weekend, which causes me to not think about eating. But then as soon as Monday hits, I have nothing else to do but eat and drive. I mean, I don't just sit there and stuff my face just constantly, but I mean, I eat more during the week than I do on the weekend. I basically almost starve on the weekend, but I'm doing something I want to get done. Not that I, not it's not like titles might be misrepresenting, but it's going to be like do this. Well, it's going to be do this if you want to lose weight. But it's you have to compel yourself to want to do something, not just think, well, I'll just do this. And it's you want to get that done. You have to have stuff that you want to do, that you want to get done, that it's imperative. It makes you feel that you want to do it, not that it's you know like mowing the lawn. You basically have to do it. It's like stuff you have to get done. You just have to put stuff on a higher priority, and then not allocate a meal time. Just say, maybe if you stop for 5 minutes, and because you haven't eaten all day, and but you want to get more stuff done, you wouldn't even allocate. You just say, well, I'm going to stop for 5 minutes to make a sandwich instead of making a big giant meal. It helps you cut out that. It helps you cut out the snacks and big meals because that's basically what you need to do. It's like microwaves have made eating too easy and quick. You don't have to warm up a skillet. If it takes couple hours to do something on the stove compared to 5 minutes in a microwave, it makes people eat more. Plus, if you don't have anything to think about or do besides eat, then that's all you're going to do is eat. You have to have something you want to do. You have to have something you want to get done besides. I mean, it has to be something active. I mean, it can't be like I want to go around plugging in stuff to the wall. It's not like that. It has to be something active, like get outside. Maybe make it so it's not an indoor thing that you want to do. I mean, I don't, of course, clean the house. If you want to clean your house, of course, if you clean the house once, you're going to have it clean. And, but if you keep it impeccable and you want to go through it maybe that compulsive order is something that came by people that wanted to get stuff done, and then it's just handed down. It's not a problem. It's just something that's built. It's like in dang, what would it be? It's like it's like getting stuff done. Some people let stuff go, and some people get stuff done. And if you want to get stuff done, then you're going to build up a way steps, and you're going to develop those steps. And I think that's where these compulsive orders come from, where they call them, they call it a problem. But I'd say if a person is keeping busy doing something and they have to do a step more than once, then they probably don't have enough steps. It's like you gotta, they're not doing anything. You put them in a job where they have steps, and then they become the steps in the job. And if you know you've done the step, then you're not going to go back and redo the step. I think the problem with it, they're calling it a problem, but people just need retrained or more steps in their life, and because they'd have to get all the steps instead of just doing a couple of them 50 times. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you're not thinking about eating, then you're not going to eat. Of course, there's people going to say, "Oh, I'm going to get hungry." Well, that's all you're going to do is think about getting hungry, then you're going to get hungry. You know, people can't go around babysitting people and say, "Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to think this." Well, yeah. What do you want? A law? You want programs to tell you how not to think. You have to do some stuff on your own. You have to take some time and say, "Well, I got to quit thinking about this. I got to quit doing this. I got to quit just going to the refrigerator every time I don't have anything to do. I got to quit making something to eat just because, oh, it's something to do." Well, it's if you're cooking all the time, then you're going to be eating all the time. But I don't know about that, because if I take a day to cook, I'm probably not eating because I'm not that good a cook, and I got to do everything I can to get everything cooked. But anyway, that's not really active. People are That's the problem. I don't know. There's something happening. It's microwaves. You don't have to do as much to cook. Uh, more stuff is being done for you that you don't have to do yourself. And maybe that's what society is becoming through electronics and gadgetry. It's easier for them to do everything, like dishwashers, and they don't have to wash dishes, and all the stuff that you don't have to do anymore. But that's really not, I mean, lawnmowers. You used to go out and have to do a sickle to cut stuff around your house, and then the push mowers that had the cyclical blades or whatever they call. I don't know what they call them, the mowers, where you just push them and they're just rotating blades. And now you got riding mowers. So I think I do. I think it's if you just sit around doing nothing, like playing games, you're not. It's going to be impossible to lose weight. I mean, it might. There might be a couple people that do it and they'll say, "Oh, this is what I did," and then a couple other people do it, but it won't. As a whole, is people just going to have to become more active, and they're going to have to do it on their own. They're going to have to quit relying on they're going to have to quit relying on their phone to motivate them, or the TV show to motivate them to do something. You got to do it yourself. You got to motivate yourself. I mean, maybe that's a problem. Everybody wants to motivate everybody else, and they're trying to say this is how you do it, and then not everybody fits the groove. They say, I don't want to do that. If the people don't want to do anything, they want to just get fat. Well, then why listen to them complain? If that's where they put their mindset, they want attention they either don't want attention or they want attention to get them to do something. They want people to just sit there and motivate them so they can moan and groan because they think it's funny or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying, if you have something you want to do, maybe a hobby, gardening or whatever, taking pictures of trees and birds and animals, you want to go out and you have to walk around. I mean, if you're out walking around and you're taking pictures, and don't take anything to snack, take some water, but don't take any food with you, unless you're going to be gone all day, and then you're going to pack a freaking picnic basket, then you're going to end up jamming your trunk with food, and then you're going to have your whole car full with Twinkies. Okay, so you're going to take too much food. So limit yourself, You got to it ain't easy. You got to go hungry. I mean, it's all there is to it. You got to go hungry, then you got to live with that hunger feeling to not be fat. You want to live with a feeling of fat or feeling of hunger. There's your two decisions. When you're fat, you think, "Oh, I feel terrible." Well, when you're normal, you're gonna have to go without eating, so you're gonna feel, hungry. So you're gonna whatever.